Good morning, everyone. This is Carly Bell with Vitality Forever. Today's video is on scoliosis and autonomy. What I want to base this video upon is knowing and understanding yourself first and foremost. When it comes down to injury prevention, injury recovery, scoliosis, or any type of thing going on with our body, it is so important that we tune in and tap in to what our body is sharing, and to also recognize whether or not it's fear that's preventing us from changing and challenging ourselves, or if it's real discomfort. My guidelines always are listen to yourself first over any and all healthcare practitioners. We're all guides that have an understanding of contraindications, hopefully they do, that are applicable to the general population. That doesn't mean they're applicable for everyone. Because the truth is, we all have unique structures, we all have unique neural pathways, and you are an individual. So we do our best in general terms, especially as we're just getting started. Also know this, the path to recovery can embark upon new sensations within the body. Sometimes we might feel a little tingling, sometimes we might feel a little ache and pain in a different space, because we're changing patterns that you've had for years. So keep that in mind. Respect yourself. Only do what feels good. Stay and understand with the 3, the 5, and the 7 ratio of sensation. 3 is where you notice that you're making a shift or that it feels different. 5 is that you're in it, and a 6 to a 7 ratio is that you feel challenged but not overdone. It's to the point where it's not uncomfortable. It feels good in that place of challenge. You must do that for yourself. No one else can tell you. With that being said, let's begin with some standard practices that are for scoliosis, but based into the general public as well. Here we go. We're going to begin by aligning ourselves in perfect posture. I encourage you to practice this exercise of alignment 3 times a day for about 60 seconds. All you have to do is take your feet underneath of your hips so they're hip-width distance apart. Draw your thigh muscles into the bone so you're engaging your legs. And squeeze your glutes. Place your hands down beside your thighs and look straight ahead. Find a single focal point to really concentrate on. And know that your stomach muscles are drawn in, your chest is lifted, your hands are by your side, and you're just standing still, fully aligned, so that all of your systems, your hormonal system, your nervous system, your musculoskeletal system can work at its optimal best. And when we're crooked, we can embrace the new sensation of alignment. Starting off with 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 1 minute will truly make a difference in your structural repatterning. That's step 1. Step 2 is to manipulate the body in some fluid fashion. And you're looking at going slow and gentle, especially as you're starting off, depending on the severity of your curvature. I recommend around 3 to 10 reps max. Usually I keep clients within a 5 rep range to wake up the system. And again, we're looking at around a 5 to 7 in sensational scale. We stay low, we stay gentle in the repetitions and in the movement to really understand what your body is going to need. I really want to stress that. So some gentle flexion and extension of the spine is necessary because that's just living. You might need to pick something up off the ground. You might need to stand up out of a chair, and you need to practice how to do that safely so you don't feel discomfort or injury. This is what a standard position of a gentle flexion and extension would look like. Start off in your straight alignment. You're going to exhale your air and bend over just halfway. No need to go farther than that. Notice what you feel. Then when you're ready, inhale and reach the arms overhead, squeezing the glutes forward. You do not need to do a back bend. I encourage you, in fact, to not do that and instead start small. Fold down slowly. Stand up and reach slowly. You're hearing sensation. Again, we're only doing this about 5 times. We don't want to do too much because that duration and endurance of activity could not be comfortable. Just depends on you. There you have it, flexion and extension in a gentle, easy manner. Lateral bending is also something to be cautious about. It can be a precarious position. However, we always bend laterally throughout the day, and lateral movements are essential for walking. So we want to challenge ourselves without pushing too far. Inhale on the reach up to the safest and best ability. Then gentle fold, noticing sensation, and only go as far over till you're around a 7, no more than a 7. Then return and come back down. Your rep range is again 3 to 10. I like to start people off with 5. Reach up, come over, return, and down. Up, over, return, down, up. Over, return, down, up, over. Repeat that on the other side 5 times as well. In twisting, that's rotation of the spine, we have to be very cautious with the curvature and scoliosis. I recommend you truly listen in, tune in, and tap into how far you should go. Every day we twist, let's say we're opening up a car door. So it's important to, again, practice this so that when it does come down to real life, you don't risk injury. Let's begin. I will move to the left this time. For my left, extend my arm and then gently turn. Look first, let the head follow, let the neck rotate, and then the torso last. Come back and reset. Some of you may not even feel any sensation until you're really far back, and I want you to go into that challenge depending on your body. Always depending on what your body is sharing and relaying to you is absolutely vital. After this gentle manipulation of the spine, we can do some little hip circles to lubricate. We can travel in both directions, 3 to 5 reps. You can extend the arms, open up the chest, 3 to 10 reps, finding some easy movement within the scapula blades. Think of being fluid and soft, gentle, after sensation, but not overdoing it. Now from here, we're going to begin some neural activations. Most of the time, people with scoliosis not only have an asymmetry, but they also have some muscular atrophy or neural amnesia in certain muscles of the body. Predominantly, it's the posterior chain that we're wanting to re-engage to help you support your spine. Let's start off on the ground. A simple quad set is where we're engaging from a mental contraction and isometric action. Lay on your back, pull your toes towards your nose, and then engage your thighs legs down into the ground. Have a neutral, soft spine so you're not, again, arching, bending, or doing anything too peculiar with your back. When we do isometrics, we're after around a 30 to 60 second hold. I have most people start off with 45 seconds. A single side quad set looks like this. We take our hands behind the hamstring of one leg. You relax the leg. You don't crank the leg to stress the lower back. You just hold it still and steady. Pull your right toes towards your nose, engage your thigh muscles, and push down. And you're really looking at extending your leg in full length, full engagement here. We breathe in and out respectfully and cautiously into the sensations we have. Then you change sides. So again, 45 seconds is something to do. Now with these isometric contractions, I say work on them maybe 2 times a day, every other day. Because if you're really working hard and your contraction is to your best ability and concentrated ability, even if you don't know how to turn it on, you still try, we are going to feel exhausted, and it's important to have recovery time. Okay, so with all of the isometrics, 45 seconds on average, 2 times a day, every other day, you're going to really begin to notice your body starts to tune in and turn on in a better way to give you better support. That's the whole idea here, right? After I've done my quad set, I'm now going to work up the chain into my glutes. The glutes are the largest posture muscle in your body, and they play a key role in helping you stay upright or vertical. Let's engage by squeezing to the maximum ability, working as hard as you can, and if you notice that it's not able to stay on during the 45 seconds, it's okay. In practice, you will eventually get that contraction solid as a rock. To the other side. You're isolating your glute, you're squeezing your glute, everything else is just relaxed and taking it easy. Your hands are just holding your lazy leg. Nothing else is working. Okay, now from here, we're going to gently work our way up a little bit more, and now you're going to do a glute bridge. When we do some glute bridging here, I'm going to have you hold again the position for about 45 seconds. Lift your toes up, draw your heels in and down. Take your lower back to the floor, posterior pelvic tilt, squeeze your glutes, and just stay still. Only go up as far as you feel safe. You don't need to go into a back extension. This is a glute bridge. So stay here with the lumbar and the pelvis in integrity. You're concentrating, you're working, you're squeezing as hard as you can. And then lower. Well done. A vacuum exercise for your abdominals is the next exercise. With a vacuum, it's great because you're working those internal muscles to help support the spine without doing continuous repetitions of flexion and extension on the spine. We do not want to do, again, high repetitions of anything that would be jarring or stressful. Here we go. So with a vacuum, you inhale through the nose, you exhale through the nose, and then I want you to think about sucking in your stomach so much that the muscles go in and down, and then the ribs might even flare up because you've hollowed out your belly. Okay? I'll show you. Here's my stomach. Breathe in and out. Now I just ate, so this will be interesting. And I'm going to suck it right now. You may not be able to breathe in the beginning, but I would say try holding it for 20 seconds, then relax, take it easy, and then begin again. It's a great core exercise to give yourself spinal support. If you are fit and strong and have been active, you may even want to try this simple isometric of pushing your hands into your bent knees. And all you're doing is drawing in and drawing down. Again, we're not pumping into a crunch and doing lots of sit-ups. That wouldn't be safe, okay? The last exercise I'm going to do on my back is a simple pull down with the elbows. So imagine I'm doing a dumbbell chest press or a barbell chest press. I bring my elbows straight down to the ground with strength in my back and engagement of the back. I'm going to lift my chest and squeeze my back muscles as hard as I can for 45 to 60 seconds. This is a very good exercise to engage the back muscles. It is all about what you concentrate on. It's all about what you're thinking you want to engage and squeeze. Okay, so these are the supine exercises for neural activation. I really want you to keep working in this space to help you get some relief from your scoliosis discomfort. And don't be surprised if you again have some new sensations within the body, because when we align to different patterns, we may have a little tingling, we may have a little disassociation, and I want to encourage you to keep going after it, keep trying. Listen though, if you have pain, discontinue. We don't work through pain, we change it, we work around it, we go in new directions, because there's so many tools that can be applied. I hope this information was helpful for you, and I wish you continued success. Don't hesitate to ask me any questions and reach out. Have a super duper day. Okay, bye.